All righty then. Good morning. Welcome to Trading with Meatball, guys. And no, the market's not open, and let's fucking go. I'm ready. We're looking at the Bitcoin, and she is climbing up our trend line like a boss. And we want you to draw your own lines on charts so that you don't need me and you don't need anybody. And that's what we share. We just share knowledge. I ain't selling nothing. We have a free Discord, and I removed the link off my Twitter profile because I'm not trying to build it up. I don't need 1,000 guys. I just wanted a handful of guys to trade stocks with because waiting is the secret. And I wanted someone that I could wait with. And so we have a handful of guys in there. We trade charts, we trade ideas, and there's a lot to watch. When you're trading the SPY, you want to watch the VIX. And I got tired of the scammers. You got to watch the economic calendar, and there's uh, data at 10 o'clock. So I'm looking at maybe 10:30. I go in. If you've watched our channel before, I like to go in when they show us the trend, when they show us the cards. And sometimes it can be later, like 2 o'clock or 10:30, 11:30. But if you have data at 10 o'clock and you trade the open, I would just me, I scalp the open. I don't hold the open. And so I would sell before 10 and take whatever I got, and wait for 10:30, 11 before I go for SPY or QQQ. A lot of times the data comes out at 10 and there's a fake out, and 10:15, 10:30, then you see the trend. Let's look at the Tesla on the 5 minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we made good money. Our account's up 276%, almost triple the account in the last 2 weeks. And I'm just an old man flipping stocks. I used to be a stockbroker with 300 clients, probably before some of you were born. And I'm sharing my knowledge because I went through a divorce and I had to rebuild from nothing. So I started trading stocks again. I'm old, guys, and I have 3 college degrees and a big resume, and I applied for 100 jobs. Nobody wants me. And so I said, okay, I'll just start trading stocks again. And I am never claimed to be a millionaire, although I used to have money. I'm planning on having it again. Let's look at the Tesla. You steal my knowledge and steal my charts so that you can do this by yourself without anybody else. Okay. And so we traded the open on the Tesla. We did it on a 1 minute candle and we sold it right back to them. But later on, you got a better setup at 10:30. After they fought it out, it goes below this zone. We draw the zones. We draw these zones. And we knew like 193 to 199, there was a zone where it fought before. You go backwards in time and zoom out, and you'll see. And we have videos about drawing zones. But my point is, at 10:30, it went down again, and we saw the wicks on the candles. I like to read candlesticks, and you could see these wicks. Let's get rid of the volume, huh? It's good to pay attention to volume. I just want to look at the wicks. You can see the wicks on these candles. It was going up. They're telegraphing the punch. The bigger the wick, the bigger the movement. The movement that's coming. Usually, right? It's still witchcraft, but it's another tool in your toolbox. My point is, at 10:30, it went over this zone and tried to break out over 200 again, and it went higher than it did in the morning, or at least it stayed up there longer because these are 5 minute candles, and the wick is just a spike. Maybe it was a minute or two, and so this was a really good one. And some of the guys in the Discord took that one. And I had taken the earlier one, but I had a lot of other tickers I was trading. So I didn't take the second one. And I won't lie about it. I wish I did, right? We got them again later, though. They did it a third time, 3 times in the same day. The exact same trade 3 times in the same day. It comes into our zone and it takes off again green, and we took it. And this one could have been a fake out right here, right? And then they dump it to fake you out and scare you into selling, and then it goes right back out. And so buying these calls that are good till Friday, it lets you ride out the chop. Instead of buying a zero DTE on SPY, you could buy Tesla and sit on it. And if Tesla's too expensive for you because you have a small account, look at something like the what did I find that was cheap? Oh, Disney. I love Disney right now. And they push Disney. We'll talk about that next. Anyhow, just wait. Waiting is the secret, guys. You don't have to blow up your account at the open, and you should practice risk management. Make that your big thing. Trade like a casino, take profits. You should have small bets that you spread out throughout the day, and that way you have small misses and you can live to fight another day if you miss, right? But I like to lessen risk by doing things like buying calls that are good till Friday instead of always buying zero DTEs. And so Tesla gave us 3 retracements into the zone and tried to break out all 3 times. And so I think on a 1 hour chart, you can see that she bottomed out. Now she's trying to come back. And as she fights her way through this zone and gets over 200, which is a key psychological level, you can even see there's a little flag there on the 5 minute and the 15 minute. Here's a 15 minute. You can see the flag going on. So that's probably one of my number one picks for tomorrow. We'll have to see if the market's not green, then I'll be playing, do some spy puts or something. But you can buy puts or calls just as easy. Let's take a look at that other sucker. I like this one. The reason I like the Disney is because I usually go to Universal Studios, by the way. Sorry, Disney. Never been to your parks, but I'll keep buying your stock. We draw lines on charts, and she's been respecting this line ever since she popped over 100. So let's talk about how they did that. And I call it manipulation. I used to be a stockbroker, guys. They know that 100 is a key level, and everybody's waiting for it as it goes. 80, 85, 90, 95. Everybody's licking their chops. When it gets to 100, it should go up a couple, 2 or 3 points on that day. Well, they didn't give us a chance. It was 99, and then they opened it the next day at 107. They pushed it over 100 overnight so that you didn't have a chance to enter it at 99 or 101. And so that's, they're playing our psyche. And so my general rule is when something gaps up like that or runs, right? That if it falls, it can fall halfway down and give up half of what it just did. And so be careful, okay? Because that's 104. All right. But if you buy the calls that are good till Friday, you don't lose 100% of your money. Okay. And that's my point. The other point is draw lines on charts because look how she's respecting this trend line. Hmm. And so if she curls green and tries to break out of this zone again, just like the play we showed you on Tesla, if it goes below this zone and then tries to go back into the zone, that's an entry. Also, this purple line here is the 90-day moving average. And a lot of times, let's go to like a 30-minute chart. There you go. All right. So if she drops down here or here, it's my zone here, and there's a 90-day moving average, and then it starts curling green. These are all tools to put in your toolbox, guys. You don't have to trade the way I do. There's 1,000 ways to make money, but I just wanted to thank everybody in the Discord. I'm so proud of everybody in there. The Loons, the Superior Moshi, the Higby, the Very Delos. Those are the guys' names, and Scotty. Scotty's still in there once in a while, but a lot of our guys in the Discord, they have jobs, man, and they can't be on there all day. They just come in for 5 minutes in the morning to see what's going on, and they check in several times throughout the day. And they're regular people with regular jobs, and they're making money doing this. But the way we do it is risk management. Okay, so study videos on risk management. And I got tired of trading with the free trading spaces on Twitter, and they get these big celebrity names, people you would recognize, to come in there, and that poor guy doesn't know what they're doing. He's thinking that this is great. I'll trade stocks with these guys and be famous, and that's what famous people like. They like to have attention and be in the limelight. But what they don't know is that the free trading spaces is bringing the big celebrity name in to give them an air of validity. And I traded with these guys. They loaded up on puts right at the open on the Google. And then Google took a big green candle and they said, "Hey, my calls are paying." And I sent them messages and told them they were liars. And I had the whole thing recorded and, they're full of shit. No response, none. Okay. It's a scam. They just want people to come in there so they can churn it. Like it's a meat grinder, because they make money off the advertising or the celebrities that come in or whatever. But never forget, guys, that you can do this yourself. Okay. And don't listen to people that tell you that you can't. Okay. You don't have to pay $1,600 for a boot camp for the guy with the black t-shirt and the muscles and the tattoos and the Rolex and shit. Okay. I did all that. I paid the bribe to get into the inner circle. It's bullshit. All they do is pressure you for Bitcoin at 3 o'clock in the morning. Why does a millionaire need my Bitcoin at 3 o'clock in the morning? It's bullshit. Okay. I've had enough of the scams and I'm sharing knowledge for free. You guys can steal my charts and steal my knowledge, but you can do this. Don't listen to anybody that tells you that you can't. So, I like the Disney and the Tesla. I know you come here for the hot picks. AMAT, Applied Materials, is hot. The BRO, hey, bro, you can laugh, but it's got $3 a share in earnings. They make money, $3 a share, earnings per share, $3 per share. So this is a profitable one. I like the FRO, the front line. These are maybe not great for a day trade, but you can buy options going out to March for $40. Check it out. Okay. SPG is strong. I look for things that did not dump when the market pulled back. And you can see she was flat up here on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. and she's flat all day while the SPY was dumping. So the SPG is strong, and so is the Fro. She dumped a little bit. The Bro was okay. Although she dumped, I say that's an entry for Bro. But again, look at the March calls. But I look for stuff that was strong when the market dumped. And for me, that's SPG. And I like the applied materials. Zoom out. She's pretty flat considering that the market dumped. And you can see I took it in the morning. I circle the trades when I go in. We used a 5-minute chart and the 20-day moving average, which is a yellow line. That's one of my secrets, and it's no secret. There's lots of methods, but look at the daily on applied materials. Okay, so she gapped up, right, from 187 to 200. Could she give up half of that and come down here to 192, 195? Absolutely. Look at this. She made a run, she gave up half of it, and then she curls and legs up to the next level. Okay. So if you can lessen the risk by going out to a week or two, or even, next month if you can afford to, and buy calls that are good till Friday when you can. Don't forget, NVIDIA has earnings this week, and so does CVNA. And CVNA is one of my picks. She has a lot of short interest, but one of the things that bothers me is the institutional ownership. 103% of the shares in the float. 103%. So they've tried to lock up the float. This will be interesting. She's 32% short. They have locked up the float or tried to, and there's earnings this week. So CVNA is fighting this zone right here from 52 to 53. And I have the next zone marked as green, which I call support. But let's see if she holds. I'm looking for a squeeze on this bitch. I don't know if it's going to do it, but the calls are kind of expensive too. So you trade your plan your way, but I hope this helps somebody. And don't listen to people that tell you that you can't do this, because you can. And Uncle Meatball loves you. And yes, we share the whole screen. We just don't give a shit.